The Juggernaut, Cain Marco, is a regular human being who is empowered by a gem. Becoming literally a human juggernaut, he possesses super strength and durability, and is virtually immune to most physical attacks. Hello and welcome to Centurions Corner, and today we are reviewing this bootleg Juggernaut from AliExpress. So he is a knockoff, and I purchased him for £14.90 in 10 days delivery and free post and packaging. Obviously we have to pay the tax. So let's have a closer look before getting in with the review, and I'll see you in a moment. So here he is in all his might and glory and unstoppableness. This guy is absolutely amazing. As soon as I got him out of that package, I literally fell in love straight away. There is some subtle differences between, well, there's probably a massive difference between the Hasbro release and this bootleg. However, they are the same size and everything like that, because this actual Juggernaut shares the same body as the retro line Legends Hulk. The other Juggernaut had a complete new sculpt body and stuff, but we'll go through that as we go through the review. So we start off with accessories, and his first accessory is this second head. That's a little bit bashed and bruised, and it's Cain Marco just there looking a little bit mean and meaningful. So with the head, you can actually see inside there we actually got a sort of sculpt grinning eyes and his big grin as well, looking very menacing and evil. It's on a ball joint, so we can actually just pop this off here, and this one is a little bit of a push to get it on, but once it's on there, you have got a little bit of articulation in the neck joint there. You can look up and down, but obviously he's got these ginormous hulking shoulders, being the Hulk, so there's not really much there, but obviously we get more articulation in the head than when he's wearing this one here. But pop that back off and then pop this one back on. And obviously it comes with removable hands, so they are easily removable. You can just pop them out and put them back in, and they're just on this peg system here. So we've got one of each on the actual figure itself, and we'll go through those through the sculpt. So, but the articulation on this guy is where this one really comes into play. It's a really nice sculpt. Being on the Hulk body, we've got all those articulation movements there. But just bringing down his arms, and we'll put him to the side, and we can do a comparison on the actual Hasbro released version. So as you notice here, he's actually a little bit cold because he's got his nipples, because it's just a repainted Hulk. The ab frame here is slightly different. The crunch, we actually have the crunch here at this sort of torso area, when that one is more of a kind of like a jointed kind of line there. Obviously the legs and stuff there, but we have got sculpted boots, and obviously we've got all the sculpted things that are around on his arms and stuff there. So it's actually all there. And actually, if you look at the shoulders, this one is actually kind of filled up the top there. With the Hasbro one, it's slightly, there's a slight gap, which I think might bug me if I stood this guy up. Obviously this one's got a belt as well. It could come under an accessory, which is actually removable, and we can pull it on there, and it comes with two little studs you can just push together. It might need to be glued, to be honest, if you want to keep it on there. I think eventually it will start coming loose. So anyway, we could bring him in and we actually go through his articulation. So with the big head, we can actually do a little left and a right. He can look up and he can look down pretty good. Arm wise, we've got a full rotation up here. We've got a butterfly joint that goes all the way around. We actually have the sort of bicep swivel here as well, and elbow goes up to about 90 degrees, and that's also on a rotation. Rotation at the wrist and a hinge. Rotation here at the diaphragm, which is just a little bit there, and it can go down this much and back up this far. Rotation here at the waist as well. Legs can come up this far, they can go back this far and this wide. We've got upper thigh rotation here. We've got a double knee joint. There's no boot cut or anything there. That is a solid piece. And here we have a rocker and a pivot at the ankle. So articulation wise is really good, and you can really get him into those nice sort of running dynamic poses as well. He looks absolutely fantastic. But the whole sheer menacing of him is just where it really comes into play. So taking a closer look at that head, just that grinning kind of thing there, just getting someone running away from him while he's really running at the camera, just looks really great. The arms, we've got all these sort of veins and stuff there that you would know from the actual Hulk itself as well. Maybe the nipples and stuff there, that could have been sanded off, but you know, we'll just say he is a little bit cold. Arm wise, we've got all the veins, all the dents and the crevices in all these sort of like iron kind of parts that go around onto his arm gauntlets and on his hands. They are slightly a little bit movable. This one does pop off if you actually pull the hand off, so it's not too bad. They're not glued on or anything on there. And then down to his legs, you can see the old trousers and the ripped parts from the Hulk. But as you go down to the boots, and this part here is all a new sculpt. I'm not too sure if it's actually based on the original, but the boots all painted really well and black with the grips. But even this part here where it's really painted, there's no chips or scrapes or anything on there. It's really nice. And it's just a really nice finish on there. It's kind of like a shiny matte, and the plastic doesn't feel cheap. It feels so weighty and heavy. It actually feels really good just to hold. And with that, we can actually bring over the Hulk for comparison as well, which was also a AliExpress bootleg, just like so. So you can see exactly the same bodies as I've already said, but it's just different enough to even look completely different. And it's kind of what Hasbro do anyway, just repainted. But under 20 quid or even under £15, I'm really happy with him. It's actually really great. It's just the sheer size of these guys. So bringing in the standard Mr. Trooper 6-inch figure of a Stormtrooper from the Black Series line, and you can just see the sheer size of these guys. So thank you so much for joining me in this one. I hope it helps you doing your little decisions, or if you experience finding it hard to find the Colossus, there is alternatives out there. So thank you so much. You can comment down below, you can subscribe, you can ding the bell, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.